All right, the purpose of this video is to compare the three main travel portals. There is Agoda slash booking.com slash Priceline. I think they all use the same backend. And then there's Expedia. And then mainland China, I think trip.com uses their own. I don't think they use Priceline or Expedia. So, and then once we compare these three, we are going to check out the travel portals for the big banks like American Express, Capital One, Chase, Citi, Bilt, Rove Miles, and AAdvantage Hotels to see if we can figure out which backend they use. Do they use Agoda as a backend, or AKA Priceline as a backend, or Expedia as a backend? And maybe we can compare prices. So I live in a smallish city in mainland China called Jinhua. So I'm gonna type in Jinhua, and let's set the same date. So let's go for November 21st and check out November 23rd, 21 to 23. I'm going to tap on search. Now, first thing I'm going to look for, I have a spreadsheet to keep track of this. I'm going to see if a travel portal has the ability to filter by district and the number of properties in each district. All right, so I just did a search in Jinhua. We see that there are 1,689 choices. That's way too much. Jinhua has multiple districts. I'm gonna see if Agoda has the ability to filter by district. I specifically live within the Wucheng district here. You see there's 388 properties in the Wucheng district. So let's fill out the spreadsheet. Can we filter by district for Agoda? Yes. Number of properties in the Wucheng district, 388. And hell, let's compare price. We have filtered for let's filter for the Marriott hotel in the. Actually, there's no Marriott hotel. Is there a Pullman? No Pullman. Yeah, the Marriott is not in the Wuchang district. We're not going to compare price for now. Let me clear this. And there is let's say the best match, Panlong comes up. Let's say the Panlong hotel is $27. Let's add a column. All right, now let's go over to Expedia. Okay, I am gonna search for Jinhua. That was November 21 to 23, right? 21, 23. Let's double check. Yes, November 21st to 23rd. And I'm gonna click on search. Okay, so it came up with 167 properties. Let's see if it lets us filter by neighborhood. Yes, so we can filter by the Wuchang district, which is the central district for Jinhua. But let me see what else is available here. Okay, so I just checked all the filters. It looks like there is a neighborhood filter. So let's see if we can. Okay, neighborhood. Let me expand the neighborhood setting. So there's Jinhua, there's Wujinhua includes all the districts. There's Wuchang districts, Jindong district, and district 2. So Wuchang district is the one we want. So I have filtered for the Wuchang district, and there are 31 properties that show up in the Wuchang district. Let's see if we have a Panlong so we can compare to Agoda. No, it's not. Okay, so it's showing this Holiday Inn in Yongkang. That's actually a different district. So this is an error. It's showing Jinhua. So it's showing areas that are also not in the Wuchang district. So this is not a good filter. The Lanxi World Trade Hotel here is also not in the Wuchang district. That's in the Lanxi district. So, and the Pujiang is actually a different district. So, so this is not good. Just let's say realistically, it says Wuchang district has 6 properties. That's what we'll go with. So you can filter in Expedia, you can filter by district, but there's only 6 properties as compared to 388 in Agoda. And we are just going to ignore the price column because we want to compare can they filter by district and how many properties in the Wuchang district. All right, let's go to trip.com. Okay, I'm on trip.com. Let's search for hotels and homes. Jinhua. There you go. I have a feeling trip.com, because the locations in mainland China, it should have the most number of properties. So let's go to November 21 to 23rd. Search. Okay, in all of Jinhua, there are 3,252 properties found. Let's narrow it down. Let's filter by location or district. I saw a location. I want to see if there's a neighborhood or district filter. Okay, so on trip.com, looks like they call it locations, and that includes tourist attractions as well as districts. Okay, so I'm gonna expand location, neighborhoods. Okay, we want to see Wuchang district only, show results. And in the Wuchang district, there are 468 properties. So let's update our spreadsheet. Trip.com, we can filter by district, 468. So Trip.com is the winner here. There's an issue with this Hampton. This Hampton is not actually in the Wuchang district. It's in the Jingdong district, but it's including it here. But most of these properties are in the Wuchang district, so I'll give them that. Okay, now let's go on to the American credit card travel portals to see if we can figure out which backend do they use. Do they use Agoda's backend, Expedia's backend, or Trip.com's backend? Okay, I'm on American Amex Travel right now. Let's search for the same city, Jinhua. November 21, 23. $50 results for all of Jinhua. Let's see if we can filter by neighborhood. So there's a city filter here, but it's not showing us the district level. So let me look at this closely. More sort options. So Yiwu is in a different district altogether. It's showing us mostly properties in the Yiwu district, which is not the district we want. Let's see if okay, so we can say the American Express, we cannot filter by district. So that would be no. So if you cannot filter by district, this will be blank as well. We're only interested in the ones that will let us filter by district. Okay, let's go over to Capital One. Let's go to travel. Start booking now. Let's add a column here. So it is the Priceline, Booking.com, Agoda Backend, and Expedia Backend. We can say Trip.com is, maybe they use this, the Priceline backend, and American Express uses the Expedia backend. Okay, let's say Jinhua, November 21 to 23. Okay, only 8 stays in Jinhua. So, and there's no way to filter for neighborhood or district. Let's see. Yeah, no neighborhood or district filter. 84 stays. Yeah, it's showing stuff from all the districts. So that means it's probably Expedia. So Capital One cannot filter by district. It uses most likely Expedia. All right, we're gonna finish this spreadsheet today. So that was Capital One. Let's try Chase. Okay, benefits and travel. Let's go to travel portal with Chase. Okay, let's search for Jinhua. Same check-in dates, November 21st, 23rd. Okay, in Jinhua, there are 142 hotels. It's showing properties from all the neighborhoods or districts. Let's see if we can filter by neighborhood or district. And no, we cannot. So Dongyang is in a different district altogether. Expo is in Yiwu. Okay, so this is looking like it's using the Expedia backend. So Chase cannot filter by district, also uses the Expedia backend. Let's go to Citi. Okay, let's go to Citi's travel portal. Okay, Jinhua. Okay, so just on the city level search, Jinhua has 1,678 properties available on Citi Travel. I know for a fact that we can filter by neighborhood or district, which is here. Let's filter by neighborhood. Wuchang, 384 properties in the Wuchang district. Let's update our list. City, we can filter by district and uses the Priceline, Booking.com, Agoda, and it was 384. Three. All right, let's move on to the next travel portal. This is Bilt. Let's see who they use for their backend. I most likely won't ever be using Bilt's travel portal because they only provide 2 points per dollar, but I'm just curious. Okay, so in Bilt's travel portal, does not tell me in the interface how many properties come up, but I count only 3 properties come up, and all three are not in the Wuchang district. Yongkang is a different city or district, and the Wanda Realm and Jinhua Marriott Hotel are in the Jingdong district. So Bilt cannot. There were only 3 properties. They use Expedia for their backend. Okay, let's move on. There's also AAdvantage Hotels. You would use this site if you want to rack up your AA miles. Jinhua. So 12 of 1,675 results. Okay, at least they tell us which district a property is. This is the Jingdong district. We can sort by what? We cannot sort by neighborhood, but we can sort by distance. There is a neighborhood filter. Let's see what happens if we tap on Wutong. Okay, so now it is only displaying properties in the Wuchang district, which is good. But it only, okay, so they use the Rocket Travel by Agoda backend. So that's good. Let's update this list. So they use a good backend with the most amount of properties, but they don't tell us how many properties are in each district. So for the first searches, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They only show a few properties at a time on the page, and you have to keep on pressing load more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it still filtering by district? No, okay, let's go back to Wuchang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it only shows a limited number of hotels. Okay, so this does use the Agoda backend for AAdvantage Hotels, but they do limit you to see about 8 properties at a time. Okay, so have we covered all the bases? Yes. We need to add one more. This is a new income at Rove Miles. Let's see if they will let us filter by district. So, Jinhua, November 21st to 23rd on Rove Miles. Let's see. Oh, only 3 properties come up in the entire city of Jinhua. Is there a filter for neighborhood or district? None. So they're probably using Expedia. So we cannot filter. So let's sort all the ones that will let us filter by neighborhood. It's more useful to say what backend they use. I think Trip.com has the most expensive number of properties in mainland China, but outside of mainland China, they probably use the Agoda or Booking.com or Priceline backend as well, right? So basically, there are 2 main OTAs: is Expedia and Priceline, and all the sites use their backends, with Priceline or Booking or Agoda or Rocket Travel being the better backend with the most number of properties that will let you sort by neighborhood. Hope this is useful information.